moment in hockey history. The Nashville Predators currently find themselves in 7th place in the Central Division after 45 games skated. They now have a record of 16, 22, and 7. 39 points still has them very far outside a playoff spot, but compiling points in the last week has them creeping just a little bit. Their next game will take place at Bridgestone Arena, which is home ice, where they have a record of 11, 8, and 3. They'll be facing off against the San Jose Sharks. We'll talk about them more in just a moment. 115 goals scored by the Preds this season, 139 goals against. That's a goal differential of minus 24. Now, the week ahead for the Nashville Predators sees them, after hosting the San Jose Sharks, Thursday going to San Jose to face off against the Sharks again. Saturday in Anaheim, first time facing the Ducks this season. On the 29th of January, back at Bridgestone Arena, closing out the regular season series with the Vancouver Canucks. Then the 31st of January sees the Preds off to Buffalo and opening up the month of February in Pittsburgh. Central Division update now. The Winnipeg Jets still occupy first place and have extended their lead over the Minnesota Wild, actually thanks to the Nashville Predators. 65 points for the Winnipeg Jets as tops in the Central, followed by the Minnesota Wild at 58 points. The Dallas Stars have 57 points, are in third place, but the Colorado Avalanche also have 57 points due to tiebreakers in games played. They're on the outside looking in, but lurking. St. Louis has 48 points, and in 5th place, Utah has 45 points and is in 6th place. The Predators are at 39 points in 7th, and Chicago 33 points in 8th place. For the Predators and the San Jose Sharks, this is the first of 3 regular season meetings. Again, they will turn around, jump on a plane, and Thursday face off for the second time and out of their 3 meetings, this time in San Jose. And on the 11th of March, the Preds will head back out to San Jose for their second trip this season, and that will wrap up the 3-game series against the San Jose Sharks for the regular season. Quick update on the injury front for the Nashville Predators. Jankowski now listed as day-to-day, opening up a whole nother can of worms between the Nashville Predators and the Minnesota Wild, but that won't take place until next season. Evangelista is still on IR. Luzon also listed on IR. Good to see Willsby off of injured reserve and back on the ice. Now, for the Nashville Predators, next opponent will be the San Jose Sharks. From the Pacific Division, their record overall in the season is 14, 28, and 6. They have 34 points, and they are in last place in the Pacific Division, one of the few teams with less points than the Nashville Predators. On the road, 6, 14, and 5. They've scored 122 goals this season. They've given up 169 goals against. It's a goal differential of minus 47. Now, the Predators will have a advantageous scheduling situation here against the San Jose Sharks as well. You'll understand in just a moment. Let's talk about their most recent 5 completed games. On the 10th of January, it's a 2-1 loss at the Utah Hockey Club. Get a name already. On the 11th of January, it was 3-1 loss versus the Minnesota Wild. On the 14th of January, 6-3 win at the Detroit Red Wings. On the 16th of January, 4-1 loss at the Columbus Blue Jackets. On the 18th of January, it's a 4-1 loss at the New York Islanders. That's their most recent completed games. Georgiev getting the start, taking the loss, going 27 out of 31. Monday afternoon, the San Jose Sharks will be in Boston to face off against the Bruins. Then we'll have to hop a plane, come straight to Nashville, and Tuesday night face off against the Predators. So the San Jose Sharks should be arriving during single-digit temperatures here in the Nashville area late night, Monday night into Tuesday for that next game. That next game and the matchup, while the numbers a little bit skewed because we'll be missing 1 game for San Jose, still pretty accurate once we're at the 45-game mark of the season. Goals for the Nashville Predators, 31st in the NHL. It ain't 32nd, 2.53 and creeping. 31st overall in the NHL. Small gains are good gains. 2.54 for San Jose's 30th in the NHL. So if the Predators win this game, they should eclipse the San Jose Sharks for 30th in scoring as well. Another small gain in the goals against category. 3.09 for Nashville is 19th best in the league. 3.44 goals against for San Jose's 31st overall, 1 spot from the bottom. In the shots on goal category, the Preds generating 29.5. They're up to a top 10 metric right here. 9th overall in all of the league. The San Jose Sharks generating only 26.7 shots on goal per game. That's 27th in the league. The Sharks also giving up 32.2 against per game. That's 31st in the NHL, while the Predators are only giving up 29.1. 22nd in the NHL, right there in the middle third of the league. In the special teams scenario, it is the Predators leading in both of these particular categories. 20.2% of the power play conversions, 20th overall in the NHL, 26 conversions of 129 opportunities for the Preds. 18% conversion rate for the Sharks is 26th overall in the league, 25 conversions on 139 opportunities. When it comes to penalty kill, the Predators 6th overall in the NHL. Yes, that's dropped back a little bit bit from where they were for the majority of the season, but 82.8% is still a very good kill rate, and they've given up 23 power play goals against the Sharks. 79% kill rate is 16th in the NHL. For where they are in the standings, that's actually not that bad overall. 30 power play goals against on the season. When it comes to the individual scoring leaders for both of these teams, let's start with the San Jose Sharks. And again, they do have a game at Boston on Monday before coming to Nashville, so these numbers could be altered by then. Mikael Granlund, yes, that Mikael Granlund, 12 goals and 25 assists for 37 total points to pace the San Jose Sharks at this moment in the season. Eklund is at 10 and 24 for 34 points. Celebrini in his first season in the NHL, very heralded rookie, 13 goals, 19 assists, 32 total points. Toffoli having a very good season at 17 goals, at 13 assists, that for 30 points, and Zetterlund is at 12 and 16 for 28. Over on the Preds side of things, we definitely saw a bump in the numbers here. 15 goals now for Philip Forsberg, plus 27 assists for 42 total points. That paces the Predators in both assists and points, but not in goals. We'll get to that in just a sec. Marchessault at 14 goals, 20 assists for 34 total points. Captain Romaniossi's at 8 and 24 for 32. Steven Stamkos is leading the Nashville Predators in goals with 16 now on the season at 14 assists. That for a nice even 30 points. And O'Reilly's at 13 and 14 for 27. Anticipated goaltending matchup, and maybe I just penciled this one in because I wanted to make it happen. Askarov, former Nashville Predators super prospect since going to the San Jose Sharks, has a record of 3-3-2 on the season, 2.39 goals against average with a 917 save percentage, facing off against his old mentor, UC Saros, 11-18-6 with a 272 goals against a 905 save percentage and 4 shutouts. So for the Preds and the Sharks, the first of 3 meetings this season, 6 critically important points for the Nashville Predators and a team below them in the standings. The Preds have a great opportunity to continue their win streak, close out the homestand strong, and then start the next road trip strong as well against the same squad. It's going to be a lot of Sharks talk for the next couple episodes here on the Renegades of Puck podcast. Let's go back and let's recap what happened against the Minnesota Wild. It's called the Reverse Sports Full Game Recap. It's coming up next right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.
Hockey